Hello, everyone. Today, we're diving into a super useful skill, comparing and contrasting. We use this all the time, even without thinking about it. By the end of our time together, you'll see how this helps you think more clearly and write better. What comes to mind when you hear compare and contrast? Let's get clear on what these words actually mean. To compare means to find how things are alike, focusing on their similarities. And to contrast means to find how things are different, looking for what makes them unique. We're going to analyze information by really digging into these details. Can anyone give an example of something they've compared or contrasted recently? You know, we actually do this every single day. Think about choosing what to eat for dinner or what clothes to wear. You're naturally comparing and contrasting options to make a decision. This isn't just about making choices. It's about building strong critical thinking skills. It helps us connect new ideas and understand the world around us. What's a daily decision where you compare and contrast without even realizing it? Now, let's put this into practice with these two workspaces. We're going to start by comparing them, looking for what's similar. Notice how both tables are made of white wood, and both have a laptop, paper, and a pen. They even share a similar top-down photo style. This is a great way to see common threads between different things. What other similarities do you spot between these two workspaces? All right, now let's switch gears and contrast these same two workspaces. This means we're looking for the differences. Table A is quiet and filled with flowers, while Table B is bustling with two people and has snacks. These distinct details help us understand each space uniquely. Can you point out any other big differences between these two tables? Let's use a super simple example to really nail this down. Think about apples and oranges. We just looked at how to find differences, and now we'll see how both comparing and contrasting work together. They're both fruits, they both grow on trees, and they're both healthy snacks. That's comparing them. But their skin, their taste, and their color are totally different. That's contrasting. It's all about looking at things from both angles. So, why do we even bother with all this comparing and contrasting in school? Let's talk about that next. So, why do we write compare and contrast essays in school? It's not just busy work, I promise. We use these essays to explain new ideas by linking them to things you already know. You might also show how something has changed over time, like how you've grown since you were little. Or you could even prove why one thing is better than another, like arguing for your favorite video game. It really helps you dig deep and understand ideas better. But how do you even begin writing one of these essays? Let's look at the first steps. Now that we know why these essays are important, how do you actually start one? It's pretty straightforward. First, pick two things that make sense to compare. Then, figure out your main goal. Why are you even putting these two things side by side? Once you know your purpose, listing out all the ways they're alike and different becomes much easier. Always decide your why before you start writing anything. We're almost done, so let's quickly recap everything we've learned. To sum it all up, remember these two key ideas. Compare means finding how things are alike, how they connect. And contrast means finding how they're different, what makes them unique. This skill isn't just for essays. It helps you think critically and understand the world around you. You've got this. Now, are you ready to give it a try yourself?